I'm not gonna lie, I do not have a plan or a script for this video, but I wanted to come on here and I guess you could say provide some closure for my draft grade series, just kind of wrap it up here. Because if it's not apparent, my initial goal of 32 videos for 32 teams is not achievable. I unfortunately have dealt with some hardships over the past few months. Not going to get into the details, but long story short, I have had to move multiple times due to unforeseen circumstances. And currently, I am between houses, bouncing from Airbnb to Airbnb, unable to, be in a stable situation. So, because of that, and not always having a place to be set up, not always having the time to record or edit, or, also just not having the mental desire to sit down and record. It's been tough mentally over the past couple months. I just haven't had the ability to make these videos. Literally, it was like one thing after another. I had my computer issues that I alluded to early on, where it would artifact and crash every time I tried to edit, and then as soon as that got finished, or got fixed rather, I had to move, and then move again, and then move again. I have been in, what's it been, 5 different homes over the past 4 weeks, so it's been tough, but it is what it is. We're getting through it. I don't know when things are going to be more stable. As I'm recording this, I'm moving again. You could say, like, moving to another Airbnb on Saturday, so hopefully that one will be another week-long stay, and I'll have a desk to be set up at like I do with this one, and I can continue to try to do something. But the point is, things haven't been stable, so I haven't been able to record, and I apologize for that. But to make it up to you all, I do have the graphics for the last 14 teams that I didn't get to talk about, and because of that, I went through and edited them a little bit to add some extra notes, and I'm just going to roll them out on the screen so you can kind of get an idea of what your favorite team's grade was from me. Obviously, I can't go through and break down the classes and all that, but I did do the bare minimum, I guess you could say, and it's the best I can do, so I apologize for that. And I'm trying to keep this part relatively brief because I don't want this to come off as like me looking for pity or whatever. I'm just telling you this is what's happened, this is what's going on, and it's out of my control to be able to do anything else about it, so it is what it is. And one more thing before we jump into talking about the actual grades, I am going to be putting my PayPal in the description down below if you would like to contribute to the channel in any way. Obviously, with everything going on, my money is going elsewhere, so I don't have the capability to get NFL Pro to do film breakdowns or things of that nature. So if you want to contribute to the channel or anything like that, there is an opportunity to do so in the description. If you do, please make sure to leave a comment or, with the transaction, whatever. Let me know a social media handle I can reach you at so I can personally thank you. And also, if you do donate, I am happy to take a video suggestion. If there's a certain player you want to see me talk about, then at some point this season, I will happily make a video about them just for you. And I guess the rest of the internet. It's not like I'm going to DM you the video, but I will make it. I'll shout you out in the video, be like, this video is being made possible by blah, 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 and it'll be out there. So, but keep in mind, I'm not necessarily asking for donations. Like, I don't expect anyone to. I'm not asking anyone to, but if you do feel so inclined, it would be greatly appreciated. And like I said, I will find a way to make it up to you so it's a transaction as opposed to, I guess you could say, a donation. But without further ado, we'll go ahead and get into the draft grade stuff. Keep in mind, these grades were put together, you could say, back in May. These are not updated for the, off-season storylines or things going on with the preseason or anything like that. These are my thoughts on the picks from back in May. Nothing has changed. And another thing as well, there will be a section on most of these that reads notable UDFAs. Keep in mind, these are guys that I thought were notable back in May, guys that I had my eye on. Someone like a Kobe Bryant going to the Falcons, for example. I know he ended up getting cut and put on the practice squad, but that was someone back in May where I was like, wow, the Falcons picked him up as a UDFA? That's awesome, right? So keep in mind, if you see a guy like that, but you don't see Efton Chisholm, for example, he went to the New England Patriots. I didn't know who he was until the preseason started. So back in May, he was not a notable UDFA to me. Now, he's very notable now. He's definitely on my radar, but I just want to make sure that gets across so I don't get a bunch of comments saying, wow, you don't think Efton Chisholm's good, or wow, you don't think that this UDFA that made my favorite team's roster is good, you're an idiot. I'm just trying to avoid that. But without further ado, here are the remaining 14 teams, my grades for them, and some additional notes. But anyways, folks, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry, again, that it is not exactly what I normally post. It's a little different. It's a little less high effort. But again, given everything, this is the best I can do at the moment. And as you can see on your screen, there are all of the grades put together, not listed in any particular order. I didn't rank the classes or anything like that. It's just by division. But yeah, again, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below, as it does help out the channel a ton. It shows your support, it shows you care, and I really do appreciate it. Also, make sure to let me know down in the comments below what your thoughts are on the remainder of these grades. Is there anyone I was too high on, too low on, etc., etc.? Also, make sure to subscribe for more NFL content coming your way at some point this fall. I'm very excited to get back in the swing of things, but, you know, again, with everything going on, it's been difficult. And yeah, with all that being said, again, I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you enjoy it because you're all wonderful people and you truly do deserve it.
Had a chance on the throwback.
This was an ill-advised throw. What an unbelievable catch by Cole Kmet. And he cups it too. No movement when he hits the ground, tucked up against his shoulder. Wow.
Using that